So yes, it's expiring and there's video after video after video, but I really don't think that hard about understanding the idea of, all that technology. We don't have the same brains and everything is at a loss. But like I just wanted to say that I'm never gonna know. I think that's the whole purpose of I know that I know nothing. I'm never gonna know. I can slow down my thoughts and like, write my words comfortably in my handwriting. But then you write them all tiny and you can write faster and I'm never gonna actually know. I'm not gonna know the reality, the fantasy. I'm not gonna know the actual reality because you're uh well, you're not balancing, Kundalini. I feel like I can't say this to people anymore. Cause I was getting pissed off. Yeah, no. I can't be. Like, in the end, if I'm gonna be alone, if I'm gonna be in my own space where I have to be strong enough to be a person individually and stand there, you know, then, oh yeah, this is funny. I just put this there because I was using it earlier. And so, yeah, my mind, everybody's mind maybe changes in different ways, but I'm never gonna know. The more I know, the less I see. Maybe. No, but no, the more I see, the less I know. So that would be the opposite. I don't know how that could work. But yeah, the more you could think about it, like that song, um, but it stretches on through all possibilities of humanity. And yeah, I don't necessarily belong. And what else? The more I know, the less I see sometimes. So how could I explain that? Besides eating my own skin. Like, it goes on. I can't accept it, but yet, and no one can save you. I don't even think yourself can save you. What am I supposed to do? Actually bite the bullet? I don't even know what that means at this point. Like, is it stopping the bullet? Or is it starting it? Because they usually say it's starting it. You can't, like, perfect the end of the scene. I don't know. Some endings drop off, some are satisfactory, sort of. But then you never want it to end. And I just feel, okay, you want to know what I feel? What I've always felt? Sure. I could write it down, like I was saying about writing your thoughts quickly, or hopefully with awareness. You want to know what I say? Awarefully. Um, stupid. Um, fully aware. Exactly. So it just doesn't take that much time to come to conclusion. And that's exactly what I draw in. That's exactly what I've attracted, probably. So I needed to stop thinking, and instead you gave me everything. Everything to think about. And yeah, I already had a lifetime to think about everything else. Everything else. Because I internalized everything like nobody else did. I'm not saying they didn't internalize, I'm saying like no one else has ever internalized. So my observation, well, now it's in between. Now I'm losing it. Now I'm losing my sight. there's no redemption from the stuff that can't be redeemable. Can't even be redeemable. So whatever, man. Like, I would love to see your balance to the universe. I would love to see your defect as well, but I do. I do. And that's the fact that I can't be anywhere now that you've rigged it to something you could mobilize and you could have people who understand. Especially, yeah, there's a lot of people I want to actually see the shit, and I'm sure, like, they have their way of doing it. I wasn't gonna say it like that. They have their way of doing it. So what am I supposed to represent that I've got to edit this to? There's no right place to be, man. That's the whole point of having choices. You get to choose so much how you want to stay, but it's more like you're a flag. You're attached. You're kind of moving. You're tethered in the wind. So, fuck it. Wanna see me cut my hair again? Alright, fuck it. So you spent all of that time. Oh, wait. You probably can't even hear me. You probably can't even hear me. So you spent all that time stabilizing to break yourself out of your own prison. Like, to save yourself ish. Yeah. It doesn't really take much at this point. But how long have these been on? Oh, they're off. Okay, sure. But the video's been going, so I don't know how that works because it's obviously active. But right, you have broken me. None of this matters. It's what, like, if you had all the freedom in the world to express what supposedly has not been expressed before, then what would you do with it, man? You'd share it with everybody else apparently first. So, you would, yeah. I was thinking about what you would do on your end because there's nothing I can do, and I'm like, I was saying, I'm never gonna know. Never gonna know. It doesn't matter what I am, I should be a fucking surfer or something. And then I've released all this information for what? So to help you get out of your fucking prison, because what now? You would rather live without it, right? So would I. But I still live with you, and you're like that too. You still live with me. Yeah, sure. So you can go on your fucking treadmill, but it's a hamster wheel, man. Like, it needs to be reasonable. It needs to be real because people consume too much. People consume too much. Everyone does. I do. Of certain things, sometimes I OD. Sometimes. But that's so much of everything. It's like, it's not even about just being material, but you are wise material wise. But that's it. I know fabric of design. I know the fucking thread of destiny. So I'm never going to know. And all I've done is help you. In my own way. And then you've only been the impressions you've ever seen, not your fucking observations. I know you try to be your observations for yourself. That's showing self-respect. I'm sure I believe in self-respect more than self-love, because there's no fucking way I can make it this far without giving a shit about myself. Without giving a flying fuck. In which I will. Ugh. Got to go dramatically extreme. What else is there? What people can't afford. And so yeah, I didn't want anyone to fucking express any more greed at my uh oh, you know what the phrase is. For my sake? At my stake? Wow. So yeah, there's noise. What is the phrase? On my dime, but that's not what I was saying. I could be ruler of this said universe that no one's ever gonna step into, but they have, and they will. And I can't, that is not anything that I am positioned with changing or whatever. Oh my gosh. It's like 2 trains of thought at all times. I wish I could do 3. Oh, same difference. Same difference. It's all about those deadly sins, which, I wouldn't agree with all of them being present all at the same time, but maybe they are true. And I do know them. All based out of fear, right? It's all based out of fear. The darkness. Like, can anybody deny the darkness? No, but everybody tries to get on one side or the other. And it's impossible to know anything without being in the middle. Fuck. I don't need. No, my eyes are burning. I'm just like, what do I gotta do to break through the impression that. Oh, the impression that you have no idea what to expect out of the unknown. And so, yeah, we all have our measures for success. We all have to, it's just the same stuff that I want to relay. Like, we all need to reach stability. And what are you doing about it? I'm stabilizing just on a chemical fucking level, man. I slide with what I have, man. Even if I've had to create different realities, different personalities, and that's completely controlled by one thing alone. I'm not going to exactly express what that is, but it's everything and nothing. Quite frankly. So my hair is flat. My hair is fucking flat. My voice can't do anything, and I don't want to be mute. And yes, I will agree that I don't want to talk anymore. But that's the case. I don't want to talk to you. Check out this environment. Now you can see it. That's crazy. But I'll slide with it. What is it? You can see all of it. Oh my god, that's crazy. I need to. You always have to be aware. Like, do you understand the point of these glasses now, my friend? I can't see without seeing my reflection. And you think you've gone in there and depleted me of every drop of blood you're draining. But there's more. All I have to do is get it from the source, the well inside, or others with the same fucking kind of energy. Now I'm just gonna be like, my laptop. Alright, so cool. Yeah, that's the view. Now you're on my level. Wow. That's painful. I'm getting a headache from that. Right here. And then I need to cut my nails. Stop being a savage. But really, I forgot what I said. You're draining. You're just not that powerful alone. Time's up. Oh, fuck. Stop taking video. I know. But what would I do every single second of the day besides clarify, for starters? But yeah, I was gonna do something. The same thing. I don't have that much energy. Every second. Oh, concluding that the insanity in the world. Sure, I cracked, but from what, man? What I crack from? Have you cracked? Have you broken, shattered? So, yeah, me thinking that you're most partially responsible for reality, but then again, the exact waking up to that fucked up reality was something that could not be natural, right? It was not just us. But you don't know I exist. No one can prove that I exist. Except for the constant, ever present, nagging and gnawing reality. Mm-hmm. And I don't have to be offended by that. Don't you get that? I'm not offended by that. I just want to be real, like, too real. Because it's just like you get both ends of the spectrum. You're not being real enough, but being you're not appearing enough as real compared to being too fucking real. Okay? Too real. I wonder how loud I am, and then I feel like I should scream. So this is my internal scream, sort of. But what was I on about? Yes. I don't know what I gotta do to actually. Yeah, I can't type that much. Hence the long nails, they don't matter. Sorta. But you're killing my time. Yeah, that's impossible to deal with. You're killing my time and that's impossible to deal with. I'm just taking like 3 seconds on repeat. And what do I have to know that I can't possibly know? So I hope you realize that you're gonna have to have it already. Like, in order to influence the way you want to influence all the way through. I'm just too, like, right now, I'm just thinking of the bigger picture of, like, somebody who wouldn't understand exactly where I'm coming from, but then I'm still trying to talk to you. And there's no way.